What up, friends? How are you doing? All right. So, what I forgot to mention in my last video, which I'm going to do it very quickly because this video is going to be about Liv's life, the update of her bullshit. Okay. By the way, good morning. Hope you slept well. I slept so well. I slept like a baby. Really quick, I saw this video, is a TikTok, okay, and this woman was saying how she has trouble sleeping, right, every night, and it takes her hours. She has like a noise machine, a fan going. She has like all kinds of shit going on. Oh, sorry, stuff going on, to help her sleep. Okay, and so she still has trouble, sleeping. So, and she said that she was on TikTok one night and she was just like scrolling through and she saw a video saying, if you have trouble sleeping, somebody's thinking about you, right? Or somebody's dreaming about you or something like that. And I'm like, I go to sleep pretty quick. Does that mean nobody's thinking about me? I lay down and I'm out like I'm just out like a light. I don't really scroll. I do it sometimes, but usually by the time I lay down, like I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay. And I just knock out. Does that mean that nobody's thinking about me? Jeez. Anyway, so she was like, um, whoever is dreaming about me, can you stop? I'm trying to sleep. Or she said something like that. It was so cute. It was so funny. Anyway, so I slept like a baby as per usual. And I had really good dreams. I had like a couple of dreams I got to figure out what they mean. Um, but yeah, it was about my cousin. So I got to check on her. Anyway, so all right, so I forgot to give a quick update on the good news from my little appointment. So I was able to go to first I went to urgent care, right, because of you know, my injury. And uh so I was there for a couple. First, I went to this first place, which what I needed was an X-ray to see if anything was broken. Okay. Um. So first place I went, the fucking freaking flipping machines, the X-ray machine was out of water. Okay, so there I go to another one. Um. And I was told not to go to an urgent care. I hope I don't get some crazy bill later, because my copay was $50. Okay. Um, if I went to an ER, it would have been $250. So I'm like, what are they talking about? And the 800 number was no help. So I just went to urgent care. Hopefully, I don't get anything crazy later. Anyway, so I did that. And then I was like, well, I might as well, since I'm missing work today, I might as well go and get my follow up for my last, the last time I almost died. And so when I wasn't feeling right, remember? Okay, because we had to see how the meds were working. Okay. So uh so I went there and me, myself, lost 7 pounds. It would be number seven, right? It would be number seven. But yeah, I lost 7 pounds. My anemia was not doing too good right now. So I gotta do some stuff for that. Well, which is iron. But he didn't have specifics on what exactly I needed. So we did some more blood work to be more to see what, like, apparently there's different parts of it. I don't know. I thought it was just iron. Like, I don't know, but apparently there's some other stuff. So that's gonna be my next appointment. And then I need vitamin D, um and B12. I was low on that. And my other main issue, which I will not go into detail, has improved. So there you go. That had some good news actually. So anyway, so he had to tweak some of the stuff I was on. So yeah. So anyway, so we'll see how that goes. So that was good news, right? We're freaking taking care of ourselves now. So there's that. Okay. So now enough about me. Um, let's move on to Liv's life. So this is gonna be an update to my last video about the one where I think on the thumbnail, I have her in a clown, like wearing a clown. Okay, so this was okay. So Gerard filed. Okay, so update. She was wait before I start. Hang on. Okay, so Liv, she filed that restraining order on Gerard because of the confrontation she had at the mall. Right, she was at the mall in Dallas, with her children, and allegedly, runs. Well, she did. She did actually run into Gerard, his fiance, and his future sister in law. The future sister in law had an altercation with Liv, and Liv described her side of the story. How, excuse me, she was just innocently walking her angelic self down the mall with a halo and her, angel wings, and some demon just came up to her and attacked her and, threatened her life. And Gerard was egging her on, telling her to have at it with her and kick her ass. Um, and yeah, so Gerard was able to file paperwork to dissolve the claims, the restraining order, because they were false allegations. So he put in a sworn affidavit claiming that that did not happen. What she said was completely wrong. He was surprised to see her. He was walking with his fiance and with his future sister in law. And Liv is the one that came at the future sister in law and said some derogatory remarks to her. So, sister in law clapped back and said, "What?" Like maybe she saw because sister in law was little and she towered over her, and she just thought, okay, I can take her, and was probably taken aback when she defended herself. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So she basically lied, just like everybody thought. We all poked holes through the story like Swiss cheese. Okay. So we knew that was wrong. We knew there was something up with that. We knew we were giving her the side eye, right? Nobody really believed her. Why? Because she lies all the time. Okay. Um, what my concern is, okay, so she's a effing liar, and we all know it. We all knew it from the beginning. Okay. So now what she has done to herself is anytime an incident actually happens, like in an actual incident, because now she's like hated on the internet even more. People already didn't like her. Um, and now for fabricating this story for no reason, okay, to try and flip the script. But when you lie, you don't get too far. So now when an incident does happen, which she's gonna really have to watch her back now, nobody's gonna believe her. Well, say something really does happen to her and she's by herself. Nobody is gonna believe her, and nobody is gonna care, because everybody's gonna say, "That's what you get. That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get. Keep on lying, and this is what's gonna happen." All right, so there's that. And then my other concern is she had the children for a week at that time. And remember, she was being awfully, awfully quiet when all the drama was going on. Was this because she was brainwashing? This is me assuming. I'm just assuming. Was this her just brainwashing the children the whole time? I want to know what those poor babies went through that week with that mother and with her. Like, when did Stella get there? The mom, because she wasn't there, then all of a sudden she was there. You know, I'm starting to believe, which I didn't believe before, that she couldn't have her children alone, whether it's court ordered or whatever. Because her mama be up that ass crack like all the time. Okay, if you can't handle all of those children, you shouldn't have had them. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's overwhelming having a lot of kids. I only have one. I've only had one at a time. I had my daughter, well, by herself. She was 13. And by that time, that's when I, was able to adopt my son. Okay. So I don't know how it feels to have multiple children. I would have loved that this lifetime, if I would have been able to have like lots of children, oh my God, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. I think I would have enjoyed it. but maybe next lifetime. Maybe that wasn't meant for me this time. I don't know. Anyways, so I don't know how it is, but I have guess I babysat like my nieces and stuff. All, like I can take care of a bunch of kids at one time. So I know how it is to babysit, but I know having children all the time is different. So but I mean if it was gonna be too overwhelming, like why would you have so many children if you had to have your mom up your ass all the time? I don't know. I'm just wondering, just wondering. Um, so yeah, so she's basically set herself up for a fuck up in the future, okay? So obviously Gerard got his children back. We saw a video of that on Instagram. Okay, so poor babies. I just feel so bad for those children because you can only imagine what this woman is telling them, you know? Like she probably was brainwashing them all week, trying to get them prepped in case of anybody questioned, because she was awfully quiet. So she must have been like really on their asses, like laying it on thick. Being, when you see her on live with her children, it's very forced. Like it doesn't feel like natural, like a mother, like it feels like I'm putting on a show for the internet. And remember, people, she said that. She said that about YouTube when they were getting a divorce. She said that she's an actor pretty much, that she just puts shows on for the internet. So anything she says from now on, I'm not going to believe it, okay? Well, I already didn't believe it. I think all of you all didn't believe it either. But she is just a liar. Like she really thought, like in her messed up brain, she thought it was a great idea. And this is why she will never evolve. She will never evolve because she is a effing liar. And she needs to stop talking about her spirituality because this bitch is not spiritual at all. She is not. She is not spiritual. She is, and that's why she's making a joke out of it, okay? And that's why nothing good happens to her, okay? It's not, because she needs to come to terms with her, herself, like how she really is. Like she needs to look at herself and see the error in her ways. Like if you can't ever take accountability for yourself, then you become, okay, what is it called whenever they're like when people can't take, I think they call it, and I don't want to use this word like because used a lot, but I want to say, isn't that what they say narcissists are, where they can never take like accountability, and they're always pointing the finger and saying, it's everybody else's the problem and it's everybody else's fault. But if you can't look at yourself and say, I can see, I this is how I had to talk to myself. I had to look at myself and say, look, I can see I'm a bit aggressive, okay? I can see I have a unique way of expressing myself. I can see when I have fallouts with people, because believe it or not, I do have fallouts with people. People sometimes, I don't, there's some people that I don't talk to anymore that I used to talk to. And it's probably because of the way I am. I really don't know. Um, but I can look at myself and say, okay, you weren't such a nice person, maybe, sometimes. Or maybe you said something that somebody couldn't handle. So I can look at myself and take responsibility. She cannot do that. She can't. She just, it's always everybody's attacking her, but she does nothing wrong, but she lies all the time. You know what I mean? Like she just, you know, and she's got to change that, or she's going to continue going this creek, down this creek of, wait, what am I trying to say? She's going to be SOL up S Creek without a paddle. Okay. That's what she's going to do. And that's going to be her own doing. And you know what? That's how God works too. If you keep on with your, like this, the way she is, he's going to keep showing you. Out of all the people in Dallas, Texas, all of the malls, all of the shopping centers, of all of the places they could have been. Okay, I did Christmas shopping this year in stores. Okay, I didn't run into anybody that I knew. And I'm in this neighborhood. Well, I didn't see anybody. I mean, they may have seen me, but I didn't see them. um, and I didn't run into anybody. Okay. And this is my hometown. This is my hood. This is where I've been since 1980. Okay. I didn't run into anybody and I was able to shop fine. Olivia Johnson just so happens to be strolling in like a busier city than mine. Okay. Didn't post it or nothing. So she can't say she posted it. They followed her there or whatever she's probably trying to say. But she just so happened to run into them. Okay. At in Dallas, Texas, which is larger than San Antonio, and she runs into her baby daddy, the fiance, and the sister-in-law. Okay, God did that for a reason. Okay, maybe this is a lesson for her. Okay, because of all people to run into and at a mall. You ever I do you know how many I anytime I go to the mall with you better stick besides me because I'm gonna get lost. I get lost anywhere. And I don't like when I'm lost. Like I don't like being I have like this because I had this nightmare when I was little. I've had this nightmare since I was like single digits, like 3 years old, and I was me getting lost as a child, like me. I don't know if this happened in another lifetime or what, but it felt so real, right? Like I would wake up crying all the time because, and still to this day, I still have the nightmare. It's where I get lost from my family and I can't find them. Okay. So I can't be, this is going to sound so stupid because I'm so old, but I can't go to a store. Like you have to be near me. Like if I go to the store with you, you have to stay with me. I'm such a baby. Oh my gosh. You have to stay with me because if I lose you, I will panic. I will literally panic because I'll be like, like I'll start having a panic attack. Oh, I have panic attacks too, by the way. And because I just can't. And I'm like, and I tell my little sister, oh my gosh, my little sister, she will dip on me like in a fucking second. We'll be at the store like the whole like we'll be there for like an hour, okay? 45 minutes in, she'll dip on me. Like I'll lose her somewhere and I'm like and I'm calling her and I'm calling her and she won't answer her phone and then the last time when me and my mom, my sister went to HEB, and this is in my like it wasn't like anything crazy like the mall. This is just HEB, and I lost them for like 5 aisles, and I was calling my mom and I was like, "You're fired." And my mom knows I panic like that, so she was all like, she finally was like, "Oh my god!" Like when she noticed that we were separated, and she was all calling me, and I was like, "Where are you?" Like I don't know what it is. Like it's because of that nightmare I've had. Like I just always have that. Like do not if you and I always say, "Do not leave me." I always say that when we get off at the store. I'm like, "Don't leave me," and it's so oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. But yeah, so that's just me. So out of all places she could have been in the busiest city in Texas. Okay. There's a lot of people in Dallas. Okay. They ran into each other. God did that for a reason. Probably to see, it was a test to see if she was going to lie and fabricate a story for money and sell to the devil and sell her soul to the devil. And look what she did. She fell right into the trap. Okay. And this her being exposed like this in a classy way, might I add. Gerard, he didn't even go back, he didn't come back at her online. He filed his document and retrieved his children. Okay. That's the difference between them two. He could have added to it. He could have, you know, made the story juicy. He could have said anything. We would have believed him because nobody believes her. But he didn't. He he made a sworn affidavit, retrieved his children, and went on about his business. And now look how stupid she looks. She looks like a damn clown. So, anyways, she just set herself up for failure for that one. Okay. She needs to work on that because, like I said, something really might happen to her, and nobody's gonna believe her. And her, you know, making these false claims against him. That's not gonna look good. This isn't going to help her in her case because she lied about it. Not only that, she went on the internet, which people have video of her lying. So, yeah, she needs a lot of help. And step number one again, Olivia, is to stop lying. Stop with the lies and cut your shit out, okay? because this isn't going to end well for you. And she's putting herself in danger, making up stories about these good people. You're in their hometown. It looks like they have a very supportive family. You fuck with one person in their family, you're going to fuck with everybody. You're always going to be looking over your shoulder, always going to be wondering, you're on the internet. You'll be surprised who sees your stuff. So, anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Okay, one last thing is I'm going to mention something, uh, which is I just, when people tell me this, I'm like, why are you being so nice to me? Okay, so apparently, me talking to people, like having a conversation with people, like makes them happy. That is like, I'm a cocky motherfucker, okay? I'm already cocky, okay? But I just don't, and I just I just don't know how to take that. Like I'm like, why are you saying that? But a couple people told me that, because one person tells you that, cool, thanks, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be a friend. But when you hear it, and I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's because of now I'm a different person now. But um like I guess I'm not used to compliments like that, like hearing like, wow, like I thank you, like I'm gonna start crying. Okay, I'm trying not to cry. But when people tell me that, like I've been hearing that like all month, like in December. Like, because people were going through problems and I was talking them through it and stuff like that, personal problems and I was just, just to basically an ear, to for them to, and when people tell me that, like, thank you for listening to me and thank you for being there and just hearing your reassurance like really changed my mind, hearing you say this to me like helped me. When people say that to me and I'm starting to hear it like more often, it makes me feel so good, and I'm just not used to that, and I actually do like it. Because it doesn't I enjoy talking to people. I really do. Um I know I haven't been the best communicator like in the past, but I'm working on that. And that is like my reassurance, and that makes me feel like I'm going down the right track, and it thank you. I really appreciate when I hear that. I really do. And I'm glad I can help you too. And yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me go ahead and let you go because I gotta get ready for, the job. I'm pretty sure I'm behind because I wasn't there yesterday. So anyways, y'all have a good hump day. Bye bye.